All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this quick guide. Welcome to the quick guide to the GPS and steering assist system in Farming Simulator 25. What I'm going to do is kind of go through a quick little overview of this new feature that's in Farming Simulator 25, a little different than Farming Simulator 22. And it's really handy. It's really awesome to use. It's kind of like an improved version of the AI from Farming Simulator 22. It's really simple to use, and we're going to get into it right now. So you want to come up to a field where you need some sort of work done. This is going to work with all of your basic implements, whether you're harvesting, you're going to do some, cultivating, or actually going to pull these discs across this field. You just need to come up and you need to get close enough to the field that it can kind of register it. Now I'm just going to back up just a little bit here. We're going to assume that maybe we've got crop destruction on or something. Now I'm on PC, so if you need to find the corresponding controls to what I'm going to tell you, just go into your menu. You can come over to here to controls and yeah, I got this all set up a little weird, but you can come in here and you can find all the necessary controls that that will work on console. But I'm on PC, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this field, and usually what we would do is we would hit H, and the AI worker would go on and start cultivating this field or pulling this disc across. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to hold down the H button, and it's going to bring up this menu. And now we have two choices. We can either stay on our AI worker, and the AI worker would follow this pattern that we have laid out. We could change the headlands, or we could change the what they start with, whether they're doing the up downs first, so that would be these kind of like orange part, or whether they're going to do the headlands first, which would be the outer parts first. Lines that you're going to skip, you can do all that, or you can kind of go over into the steering assist one. Now this is going to be for us. This is going to lock a pattern for us that we can follow, and we have the same idea. We have the same kind of options here. We can change the amount of headlands that we do. If I do that, notice the third one comes in there. We could even change it to 4. It probably caps it at 5. Obviously it looks like it. I'm just going to leave it at 2 for this. The working direction we just have set to automatic. That doesn't really matter. The side offset, you don't really want to mess with this unless you have an implement that isn't kind of directly behind your tractor, or it's kind of in the middle of maybe your harvesting head, which I don't know if there's any offset harvesting heads, but you can get some mowers. If we go into the menu right here, I'm just going down to mowers. This one right here is an offset. It doesn't go directly behind the tractor. It kind of pulls out to the side. Same with this one here. This one kind of goes off to the side, so you'd have to do the offset. Now I'm starting to think maybe this one doesn't, and there's one that's just similar like this. Either way, these ones have an offset, and that's where you'd have to kind of mess with that. So I'm going to hold H again here. It's going to bring up this menu. I'm going to drop over to steering assist because that's what we want to use. I'm going to leave it on 2 headlands. The working width is set to automatic. It automatically detects the working width of the implement that you have on. And we are going to hit OK. And now when I get closer to this field, all of a sudden our grid lines are going to pop up. And you notice we can have some blue ones, we have a white one, well, some white ones, and we have one yellow one. The yellow one is the one that your tractor is trying to link to first. So let's just open this implement and let's get ready to cultivate this field. And what I'm going to show you to do is all you have to do to lock yourself to this grid line, the one that turns yellow, is you just simply click H again, or you click the button that would set your AI worker if you were to just push the button. So we held the H button and that opened this menu, but if I just click it just once, notice this goes green, and now we're locked to it. And unless I push left or right on my keyboard to change the direction, we will stay on this heading. So I'm going to click H again, it locks us to it. I'm going to drop this implement down, hit it again because I was messing around dropping the implement, and we are locked on it. It's going to pull us directly on this. Now, if I push back on the keyboard, that takes it off. We're going to lock to it again by pushing H. I'm going to start pulling forward. I'm just pushing forward on my keyboard, not left or right. Now, if I do push left or right, you're going to notice that it turns yellow or orange again. Okay, so there we go. Now, if we just hit H again, it'll lock us back in there. And now, once we're set on that, we actually can set the cruise control. I have the cruise control set right there, and we're just going along. And it'll follow this grid line until you get to a point in the field where it can't really follow it anymore. Now we've got kind of lucky here. It actually is going to make this turn for us. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it will be too sharp of a turn and the GPS won't follow the specific heading. But we got lucky enough right there that it actually would, which is kind of great. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It just kind of depends how your field is shaped. But you'll notice when we come to this end, the green line is going to stop. Now I have my cruise control set, so I'm going to take my cruise control off. I'm actually just going through with my keyboard right now, coming to the end, and then once we're done the green, it's just going to be finished. And what we would have to do is kind of spin ourselves around. Now the lines go white. And now the game has found the next line. It's always kind of looking for the next one, and sometimes when you're doing up downs, it'll kind of connect to different ones. So you just got to pay attention to which one is, you know, the orange or the yellow color. And I just kind of get back on it. I'm gonna hit H again. That locks us back down, and there we go. We're able to just kind of stick on this heading, if you will. And so that's it. That's really the basics behind the GPS system in Farming Simulator 25. I know it's kind of a simple thing. Maybe a lot of people know this, but if you're new to the game and you don't really know all these things, this is definitely a handy addition that they've put in the game. So I hope this helps. You know, let me know in the comment section below if you like using this or if this was helpful to you. If you got any other questions or concerns with this feature, just put it in the comment section. I'll try to get back to as many as I can. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you're interested in any of my other gameplay series, make sure and go to my channel and check through all the playlists. We have a bunch of different gameplay series featuring a bunch of different things, whether we're building a dairy empire or our Hard Times Hog Farm, which was our pig farming series that we did, which was super fun. And we actually got one right now where we're doing some gold mining. So if that's kind of your thing, make sure and go check it out. Hopefully you guys have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is you're watching this. I am Ultra Farmer, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.